everybody. Happy to see you guys. I wonder how are your holidays going? We had a big Thanksgiving weekend, and I hope that everyone had a good time. And it's just the beginning of all the holidays coming, Christmas, New Year's, and I know sometimes it's a lot of fun and anticipation, I think, for maybe the majority of people, but for some of us who maybe having some struggle in our personal life or family life, whatever we call it, sometimes it's kind of challenging, because usually on holidays you have more time to reflect on your life, and you have more time to spend, you have more free time to spend, for the most people. Actually, as for me, on Christmas and holidays I work usually much more than in the regular days, but most of people aren't like that. People have their jobs, and usually it's a time off, and it's so easy to get depressed, because if you don't have that picture perfect family, or maybe you just broke up with somebody, it can be very painful sometimes. Or maybe you are one of those people that just keep getting into wrong relationship, and it's kind of pain to have another holiday and see that so many years pass by and you still in that. So some of us have this negative thoughts, and I think we have the stereotype of how holidays should be. You have to be picture perfect, and you have to have your pictures on social media with a bunch of kids, and let's see what else, with a beautiful wife or beautiful husband. And if you don't, your life sucks, or you aren't successful. And first of all, I just want to tell you, some of you guys who maybe are depressed a little bit, or just taking your time, actually this is for those who are depressed. For those people who are taking their time, they don't need my advice. But for those of you who kind of feeling sad, I can say that don't compare your picture to someone else's pictures. Most of people, unfortunately, who put their happy pictures on social media, unfortunately, again, at least half of them aren't really happy. I mean, they look nice on the picture and smiling, but they have drama in the family. They have sometimes things that you have no idea of, but for the social media, everybody is smiling on a picture. I'm not saying this to put somebody down, but don't be envious. Instead, if you know people who are truly happy, ask them a lot of questions, discover what their secrets are, and be genuinely happy for them, because if you want to have something in your life, you have to encourage that in yourself, and appreciate that in others, and celebrate it with them. It's same as in business. You can be jealous of someone else's business, rather than being proud of them, being excited and learning from them. So, but I actually would like to come back now to people who are actually feeling pretty good, and having some standards, and do not like to settle. And sometimes girls and guys like that, so happen that you are alone on holidays. And I have to say, from my own experience, my most successful friends and people that I know, sometimes, have been in that situation, and it has nothing to do with something wrong with you, or you're just not lucky, or you're not, there is, you have some kind of problem. Very often it's actually people who are very motivated, have very high standards, and do not settle. So if you're one of those people that, really doing well, and you are opening that new page in your life, you are looking to meet somebody, and there are so many things you can do on the holidays, except one, that feeling bad for yourself and throwing a pity party. And I've noticed, it's not only women who are drama queens, queens. We have some drama king guys here too. Actually, I've seen a few comments. So I've seen not only comments, I meet quite a bit of people, guys sometimes, who are somewhat drama kings, but that's a whole different video. So if so happen that you are by yourself, you're not quite sure what to do on Christmas or other holidays, and you feel like, oh my gosh, all world is celebrating and here I am, there are so many things that you can do. If you are kind of person that in between, you're like not too happy, not too unhappy, make a plan. Sometimes, actually all the time, when you have a definite plan what you're doing, it takes your mind out of overthinking, out of going a little too crazy, out of unneeded waste of time. And that's what I would like to say. That make a plan, like where you're gonna go, who you're going to visit, what else? What things you always want to do for the holidays when you have time off, and do them. Just do them. It's not so complicated. Almost all the things that you would like to do if you would have your perfect, so-called perfect partner, almost all of these things you can do on your own. You really can. And adding some more socializing, spending some time, if you're a guy, going an extra time to the gym, get your, blood going. For the girls, it can be, gym or other workout, or going to spa, and kind of getting yourself, treat yourself and get yourself feeling better about everything. And just think about it, when you were last time in your relationship, how you had a battle on the holidays because she wanted to go to her parents, or she wanted to hang with her group or her girlfriends, and you wanted to spend time with your guys, or you want to travel and she's the one who wants to be at home. So take advantage of being single on the holidays. It's really not so bad. I've been many times in the different situations, and I can really understand both sides. Like for me, I was one time in a relationship where things were good till we have the holidays, where I have to face a huge family of people with who I don't have much in common at all, and I would get so much attention that I really didn't want. They were nice people, but I really did not resonate with them. So I would have anxiety, I think 3 days before the holidays, or maybe even earlier. And I would try in my mind make excuses why I can't come. I would still end up going, and I would end up to have a more or less an okay time, but I'm just such an outsider for that particular company or family that I was in a relationship. So I really did not enjoy that. So no matter in which situation you are, in which circumstances you currently have, do the most of it. Make sure you get out and somewhere out and dance and participate activities, even just going shopping in places. Like we have few places here in Michigan where I like shopping because there are bright colors and people sometimes drinking wine, there is music, there are events. I'm actually not suggesting you become an alcoholic, but I'm just saying get out in the atmosphere where there is something inspiring. Get your house together, I know most people who watching me are guys, but it applies to you guys too. Sometimes when you stay too much in the bachelor situation, you stop taking care of yourself and your house, and you know don't beat yourself up. Just freshen it up, clean it up, organize a little bit, put a little decoration. What if the woman of your dream knock on your door? Think about that. And you just, laying there in your sweatpants and it's a mess around you. So get your stuff together and just get some inspiration. Use the holidays not to drink yourself, how to say this, not to get wasted, and kind of numb your mind, but use it for something amazing. Treat yourself with something you always wanted to do, didn't have time. Yeah. I think that really most of times it doesn't matter what's happening. It's all how we process the information. It's how our preset mode of happiness or sadness. Really, you can be in a relationship with the most amazing person and you will find so many things that's wrong with them. I've seen that a lot. And then you realize how important they were, how wonderful they were, but actually they're gone. So anyways, guys, I know, and I've got some letters about feeling lonely and depressed on holidays. You have all the power to celebrate holidays your way. If your way just to take care of your house, make everything nice and call your friends and get together. Make sure that you do have that socialization. You might not have kids yet or partner yet, but do something that is positive, that is inspiring, and most of all, get out there, get some of that fun, get some of the festivities. We have so much stress going on, like in the world, everybody worrying about economy, about the president, about everything else. But I feel that we put control of our lives to circumstances, to whoever is in power, and I'm guilty on that too, because I'm passionate about some certain things in the politics. But I'm thinking, given that so much energy, and why are we doing it? We're doing it to take focus out of our life and make someone else responsible why our life isn't working out, why we don't have more in our life. So, yeah. Focus on some amazing things that you can do or you already have. But most of all, it should be illegal to, throw a pity party on your free time. Plan it ahead, make a few options, make a few options for each day. Get in touch with some friends, and most of all, just do what feels good. Just get yourself in a good mode, whatever feels good for you. Because again, for girls it can be shopping, dressing, going to spa, getting together with friends and talking. In our Russian culture, we like to get together for treats, we like to dress up, and sometimes it's just a girls' kind of party when we just talk about everything under the sun. Sometimes it's a mixed party, and everyone is just enjoying, socializing, connecting. So there are plenty of things you can do by yourself, as if you are in a couple. It's almost the same. It's in a way, again, it might be even more, because very often the downside of being in a relationship is that you have to adjust everything you want to do with your partner, and very often it's not on the same page, it's not the same thing. So take advantage, take some control, make some plans, have some fun, and feel free to share your creative ideas of spending the holidays when you are alone for some reason. And I will see you next time. Thank you.